Limited mic today. I've heard what the mainstream media said all night long. Now I'm going to hear what InfoWars says. And boy, have I listened to that crap all day, all night. I got sick of listening to it. Because with them, it's always the same. But with InfoWars, you always get what's really going on. From what I can tell, this guy was a Satan worshiper. That's from what I'm thinking. Now, he looks like one. He actually does look like a Satan worshiper. His eyes look satanic, just like the killer in the 80s. The Night Stalker.
Hey, what's happening with it, pimp? You know who it is. It's your boy LD. Hey, I know we ain't chopped it up in a minute, but I got a homie that needs something. And y'all just might
Bright daylight today when she comes out.
Looking for a professional operative to co-manage private intelligence business catering to celebrities and high net worth individuals. If that sound like you, nigga, you need to get your name on the lease over at Dynasty 8 Executive. And my boy gonna holler at you. Peace.
That headshot guy.
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on, my dude? Hey. My new website covers all 3
Here for the magic touch?
I'm not gonna sell this one because it was too cheap.
How do you own this land? Well,
What the heck? Hey, you my dude, right? Yeah, that.
What's happening? Listen, can I stop by? I need Jesus, fucking Christ.
Hey there, what's shaking?
Yeah, what's cracking?
Hi.
You slammed that guy.
This weed is totally paranoia-free, so you really gotta be doing something that pisses me off.
Douche.
Try to rake her up and get her into a chase, just a good chase though. I'm not gonna do any bad stuff today.
A walking pile of
Hey, what do you say we go get something to drink tomorrow?
No, I'm out now. I'm just so damn angry.
get fucked.
You there? Hi, it's me. I know, I was supposed to call a half hour ago, an hour ago.
Wow. No.
Surely she has to trigger the police. Just jerking people out and taking their cars.
Fuck you! I didn't say you titanic asshole!
I'm DJing on Friday.
What? Ed, it's me! Oops!
I was hoping we could continue the conversation we had the other day about my
What the hell was that?
That is me. Shit! What the fuck?
Hold on! You piece of milk! No fucking way! Take it easy, Oosh. You trying to kill me? Want to kill me, asshole?
Oh yeah, I totally heard about that. We should chill sometime. Nope. I got some fun.
Maybe you think I'm a pushover? That car is fine as hell.
I'm sick of the same old screw-ups too. I was commenting about something InfoWars is playing.
How many people died from infections in hospitals?
They always tell the same old screw-up.
Hey, I haven't seen you at the Epsilon training. You okay?
Diet sodas are actually worse for you, you know. Hold on!
going down the toilet.
Yeah, what's cracking?
Okay, it's finally night in the city. Let me turn this down just a bit so it doesn't interfere with my headset, maybe. He's at a commercial break right now. I knew when I'd turn on InfoWars I wouldn't get the same old bullshit. But that's all we heard all night long.
Finally, we have a liquor.
I read about it just as soon as I got out from voting. I mean, I'm telling you, I got on the phone, there it was.
Caleb, is that you?
Man, you've got to send me out on more stuff, bro.
The biggest issues with schools is security. That's the biggest issues. And I was pointing it out, and he pointed out on this broadcast today. These DC people, these globalist people, they are secured to the halt. And they sent $40 billion over to the Ukraine. They could have took that $40 billion and put it into our school systems and secured our school systems. There's things you can do without taking guns or even restricting the Second Amendment that they don't even want to talk about. You can secure the schools. Now, yes, there is the prospect of body armor and all that stuff. But you can even make a plan for that. Just think our $70 car is long gone. The devils are active. But in good timing, all the devils will lose. All of Satan and his demons will eventually lose. I am not a Satanist. I like some of the bad music, but I am going to go on record right here, right now. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I believe he's going to win. And he's already won, but he's going to win the long haul as well. Satan just don't know he's lost yet. He's a loser. He's an eternal loser, and he's going to continue to lose. Now, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people hurt during that timing. But I pray for God to hinder it as much as he can. In the name of Jesus, may he hinder the rest of their plans that they've got cooked up between now and Election Day. These devils, these activated devils on drugs and alcohol and all these other illegal substances and these satanic rituals, may they all fail. I'm going to clean her up some. I've been letting her be the worst criminal in this game because you could do it. But I've decided I'm going to make her turn around. I'm not going to make her as bad as she has been. I'm just going to make her earn a living. Stealing cars. You can't. There's no harm in stealing the cars other than stealing some property. And she will defend her life if she has to. I'm cleaning her character up. For a long time, for a whole year, I've let her live out the worst life possible in this video game. But I'm gonna stop that today. After I saw that horrendous satanic act yesterday, I'm cleaning her up. To me, it's just a video game. And I've always pushed video games to their limits as far as they'd go. This one isn't as limited as some of them are. Is that a car that works? She's getting it. It has even had its doors open. But I'm going to clean her character up just a bit. We still got to keep her bad. We're still going to have her bad because she's supposed to be bad. We're going to clean her up some. As of today, she's on a new path. Like back in the old days, like say that one where you ride around and you're on a motorcycle. I would go take the roads that where it had the little stop sign telling you had the wrong way. Well, I would go the wrong way as long as I could go. I would take roads I wasn't supposed to take, etc. I always did that just to push the limit of the video game. You're not supposed to ever use violence unless you're defending yourself. And even that you probably should try to minimize as much as possible. Only use deadly force if you had to. That way you don't have to face guide with saying you murdered somebody. He could forgive you for that, but would you really want to do it if you didn't have to? I mean, it's going to be in your brain always. You're always going to think in the back of your mind, you killed that person. Unless you got no conscience at all, and then if you got that, well, then you're a lost cause anyway. You are a lost cause anyway. Well, she ranked up just a bit. She's on her way to 12. On her way. Oh, I'm going to hit the wall.
Sweet Jesus.
Got to try to get back on the road here. I'm in this old trashy part of town. My hands wouldn't sleep on me. They pull over for a bit. My hands wouldn't sleep. I hate when my hands do that. I probably won't stay alone and I had trouble sleeping. I couldn't sleep. I got off early last night. Even laid down early. But couldn't I sleep? I got up and posted one of my karaoke videos during one of those times. The one I forgot to do. The one where I done the old song I used to sing back in '93. It was called Anyone Can Play Guitar by Radiohead. Well, I used to always love that one. I always change that line about because I don't want to be anybody but Anthony Stone. When you might hear me sounding like somebody here and there. But I like being me. To an extent, I pretty much me, because I will say things that most people won't say, because they're afraid that they'll lose their popularity or. Me, I kind of just let things jobble out, and sometimes I end up hurting myself with them jobbling out because people don't want nothing to do with me. That's okay, because I like being me. I wanna be Anthony Stone. That line about the Jim Morrison was one of the things that I really liked about that, because I was already liking Jim Morrison. Even dreamed him one time before I was listening to him. That was the weird part, by the way. Because like I said, he was just background noise back then before I wasn't even listening to the Doors. They would come on the radio every once in a while, Light My Fire, or some of those others that they'd play. When the music's over, yeah. And then he appeared to me in a dream. And then when he appeared to me in the dream, that got my attention. I went and started listening to him. It wasn't even that Doors movie that got me, it was seeing him in the dream. Although the Doors movie did help, because that was how I realized that's who I'd seen. You remember when they fixed him up with the beard? How he was with LA Woman, LA Woman, LA Woman. I'd hear that all the time on the radio too. LA Woman Sunday afternoon. LA Woman Sunday afternoon. But I got to liking Jim Morrison because he appeared in a dream, so I went and started finding everything about him I could. He said something, but I didn't understand what he said because I couldn't hear him for the waves. He was on a beach. And I wrote about it in my Streetlight song, so I didn't name him. But that's who he is. It's him. He's the guy in the wheelchair. But I recognized him when I seen him as a singer. I didn't know who he was when I dreamed him, though. So that's the funny part. See, I didn't know who he was when I dreamed him. But I had to find out. When I seen the man who it was in the dream, I had to go find out about him. LA Woman Sunday afternoon. LA Woman Sunday afternoon. We're talking about a dream in my early 90s. Early 90s. Right when they was filming the Doors. Which was weird. I had to dream another dream again. Actually, there was more to that dream. It was kind of another Morphe dream, but it wasn't quite as crazy. But the Jim Morrison was what I paid attention to. Axl Rose, it would have been normal because I was obsessed with Guns N' Roses. But when I dreamed about Jim Morrison, that's what caught my brain. Now, Axl Rose, here he was grinning. You know that. Y'all remember the interview where he had the blue and white stripy shirt? He had that on in the dream. He had a cap on, though. Only difference, he had a cap on. And I got to him, we was getting autographs. And he grinned at me and said, "I'm sorry, my pen ran out." Then I kind of got away from that dream. Then a little later on, I'm on a beach. I don't remember what happened between the Axl Rose running out of the pen. Something, I'm sure a dream was going on, I just don't remember it. But it switched to a beach, and I'm walking around, there's shadows everywhere. Shadowy people. I mean, they wasn't really shadowy people, it was just dark beach with a moon over it. And you could see people walking. Then I see this man sitting down by the beach, and I go closer to him. He speaks to me. Now, I didn't know who the man was at the time. But then when I seen him, I thought, whoa, I had another rock star in my dream that day. Not only Axl Rose, I had a dream of him. So I started finding out who he was. I already heard him on the radio for years, you know. I mean, I listened to KZ106, 96 Rock. And if you know anything about the history of KZ106 and 96 Rock, they played a lot of the Doors. LA Woman Sunday afternoon. So I'd already been hearing him. But you know, he was just something I heard on the radio. He wasn't in my time frame, you know. He wasn't like Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses, who I knew who was and followed him, you know what I'm saying? Jim Morrison always took more precedence in that dream than Axl Rose did. Because he was the one that I could have seen myself dreaming Axl Rose. But I couldn't have never seen myself seeing Jim Morrison, you know what I'm saying? In a dream. Well, I didn't even listen to him. I mean, really listen to him. I heard him. But I wasn't like a fan, you know. It's different. It's way different. Different level. I become a fan because of the dream. See what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. It's crazy because he spoke to me and I didn't hear what he said. That still plagues me. I still want to know what he said that dream. And I know it don't really matter. It's just a dream. You'd think, well, why does it matter? But sometimes when I'll get to think about it, I think, well, what was he saying? Because he said something. His voice was soft spoken. Right as you said it. Now wake up. LA woman Sunday afternoon. I hope I'm singing that right. I need to go look at the lyrics. I'm singing what I hear. LA woman, you're my woman. LA woman, you're my woman. She got her car stuck. Now she's stuck out there at this place in the middle of nowhere. We're on a road to nowhere. Yeah, I never forget Axel's grin though. He grinned and said, "I'm sorry, my pen's out." Then the dream went away. And it was the beach. Now, they say you always dream even when you don't remember it. So there was probably something going on in between Axel's grin and the beach. Yeah, I went back to sleep, dang it. LA woman Sunday afternoon. You know the funny thing about that though, later on I found out Axl Rose was obsessed with Jim Morrison. Didn't that come out in '92 when they was telling that? That's when I heard it. It might have been before then, but I heard it in '92 or '93 that he was obsessed with Jim Morrison. Which is another strange coincidence of that dream. Didn't he think he was buying Sky in, or buying Sky in Jim Morrison? Was something about buying Sky in Jim Morrison? But anyway. Whoa, she almost got hit by a train. Train I ride. Whoa, he knocked me off the road. That bastard's out for a fight. Yeehaw, boys, a fight! LA woman Sunday afternoon. Grow my hair Grow my hammer and Jim Morrison. Grow my hair. I wanna be. I don't wanna be, by the way. Jim Morrison. Papa. Here we are, without running in confusion, and I don't see no confusion from this way. And the world does burn, London burns, and the world does turn. I'll be standing on the beach with my guitar, and I wanna play in a band when I get to heaven. And everyone can play guitar, and then they won't be nothing anymore. That's always one of my favorite Radiohead songs. I mean, I like Creep too, but. I sung it all that summer. 93. In the hot sun. Outside. Here we are, without running in confusion, and I don't see no confusion. I used to sing karaoke at the swimming pool and our front porch. I used to got a video from 2009 I did on that front porch. The Paranormal House. I put some of the videos up on my channel. Where I was doing my own songs. I believe it was, I put up Circle of Friends. I believe it was Circle of Friends I found. I found them when I was going through my Hinder videos. I'd had them up years ago, but I took them down. I wanna be myself, Anthony Stone. Nothing wrong with wanting to be yourself. Always be yourself and no one else. That's a Hinder line, by the way. They had a song on their first album. I'm talking about their Far From Close, Oklahoma. Be yourself and no one else. Just be yourself. Don't stray away. Don't fall away from you. I always want to be myself. Just be yourself and no one else. Don't stray away. Don't fall away from you.
I was a pirate last week.
From you. So you may hear a little bit of Axl in me, a little bit of Jim Morrison at times, and a little bit of Kurt Cobain, or a little bit of Dave Mustaine, or a little bit of a whole lot of Marilyn Manson. Some reason I was already sounding like him before I ever heard him before, so I wasn't copying him. That was one of the things I grasped the minute I heard him. Me and them sounded similar. Oh, we're almost close to the Pantas. She made it home. I always know the Pantas is where she's at. Just be yourself. And no one else. I guess I'll close her day. It was low budget, but it's one of my favorite CDs. That first Hinder album. I think some of the videos, if you look for them, are on YouTube. I'm Pretty sure you can find that one. What was it called? I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, just search on Far From Close. You might be able to find some of them. Now my copy, it wasn't a genuine copy. I borrowed my sister's and got it. She actually located the original copy. Be yourself and no one else. That one on there called Jealous Men. I always loved that one too. Grow my hair, I am Jim Morrison. Da da, da da, da da. Grow my hair, I wanna be Jim Morrison. I gotta do the guitar. Da da, da da. That's how I actually started out, making my own music. Doing mouth me guitar. Here we are, without running in confusion, and I don't see no confusion anywhere. Da, 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 da. And we're going to give her a shower. We're going to put her to bed. And I'm going to get out of here for a while. I'll see y'all sometime soon. Maybe tonight. I may try, if I get some rest some today, I may try to work on song. What is it now? 6? I get 5 yesterday. Yeah, I got 6. I may go ahead and extend on out because I got a whole bunch of beats I've made I ain't done nothing with. I may go through my lyrics and maybe add a 10 or 11 track. We shall see. I'm thinking about creating a couple more rocky ones, though, because I wanted it to be more of a rock project, but it's went far off the mark than what I wanted it, which is good. I like it when it does like that. That gives me an edge when I get off from where I wanted to go. I like thinking, that's amazing. I wanted it to go this way, but it turned out a totally different way, and I usually like how it goes in the long run. Sometimes I don't. But I am happy with the production-wise that I'm putting in this one. Of course, now that's what my problem was between 19 and now. You see, 19, I couldn't even do the things I'm doing right now. I was trying to figure them out. And I didn't like what I was getting, so I just didn't take it. I've left those as demos. But now I'm kind of getting where I want to go with my voice. I think what I did last night even took some of the edge off the digital sound to it. Had a more natural sound. Now I'm not going to go back and redo the 4 songs I've already done. But I may use some of them techniques on the next 4 songs. Where it don't have that. Like say when you go in there and you start, like when you make a backing vocal and you choral it, instead of singing it out, it gives this digital feel. Sort of like the auto-tune, but not completely auto-tune because I'm not tuning it. You see what I'm saying? I sort of just leave it alone and I do some pitch shift in here and there on one side and leave the other alone, and it gives a digital effect. But last night what I did, it didn't have so much of the digital effect. It sounded kind of natural. So I may use some of that in the future. I may keep the digital effect too, because I've had that since the last album, which is when I learned how to do that stuff. I learned a lot of it through watching videos on Audacity. Oh, I didn't put her clothes on. But all that stuff I learned, I went and used my own technique. I didn't just follow completely what they said. I started doing some of my own stuff to it. Experiment. Oh, I actually did that with a guitar, which is my first experiment on EOH. And let me see if I can pull that up. It's my song, so I can play a piece of it in my microphone here. My phone's charged. I did something crazy with the guitar, and I'm going to try to find it real quick. Let me pull me up on Napster. That's the quickest. There's YouTube too, but I can usually find them easier on Napster. Yeah, there I am. Okay. Now I'm going to pull this up just a bit. And I'm going to put it next to the microphone here, and I don't remember which song it was. Which one was it? Oh, it's this one. It plays. Is it playing? Oh, I'm in the radio. I got to disconnect it. Hold on. Let me stop it. I remember now. But that would have been probably even better. You'd probably heard it better. Let's see. Let's just stop it. I'm going to turn the radio up. I'm sure it will be audible. Maybe. But I learned to do some crazy stuff with the guitar. Let me pull me back up again. Let me try to... I actually did that with a guitar and some crazy effects I used. And I added some drum beats to it. My keyboard.
Local domination.
Hear that? That was the guitar. I did all kinds of effects to it. And I added some robots. And that's talking about what they talk about on the Georgia Guidestones. That's a weird song. It's very weird. But all that stuff, I got that from the Georgia Guidestones. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. You know, a lot of people, and me included, for years, I said tear them down. You know, they were tearing down statues and stuff. They should take those down. But, you know, I've got to thinking. They're our greatest testimony to the evil that they want to do to this world. Leave them standing. Let people read them. When you read them things, you find out what their true plans for humanity is. They want population reduction. And I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see y'all later. And I'm sure that's probably broke up and scrambled everywhere. You probably can't even understand I just said that. That happens to me a lot in my gaming videos. But I say a lot of it in my podcast, so if you don't hear it in the gaming, you'll hear it in the podcast. Was that... I did some effect to a guitar, playing a guitar. I strumming it, and then I went in there. It was my acoustic electric one. You could plug it up to the computer. And I did all kinds of effects to it. And then added my keyboard's drums. Oh, by the way, even though that keyboard is broke, I've got it back up for its drums. Now, I haven't used it for this project, but if I ever want to, I will pull it up. It's got 2 or 3... I tried to actually find keys for it. I couldn't find none. And the guy, when I wrote and asked him, your keyboard's over 30 years old. Do you think it's going to be easy to find? He got kind of smart. But, you know, I didn't know where he'd have them. He had keyboards from around the time. But he got real smart with me. The older keyboards are better than the new ones, by the way. These new ones suck compared. Everything sucks. Like I was telling you about the PlayStation this morning. That PS3 had good Wi-Fi. These things, both of them, crappy Wi-Fi. I'm talking about both of the current consoles, Series S and PlayStation 5. I know I don't have an X. I wanted an X. But I got the one I found, which was the S.